Thanks, guys. So Mrs. Newcomb is going to be telling us about the senior project. So first of all, when are they wrapping up?
You should be wrapping your senior projects up right now, finishing up your community service hours, making sure your resume is ready to go, making sure you have your 2 letters of recommendation. Everything should be done. Your community service hours, actually, I talked to Mr. Gay this morning, are not due until May 1st, but it would speed things along a lot if you had them done for the January 30th, February 1st dates of senior project.
And I know that there's interviews involved, so when are the interviews scheduled for?
The interviews are actually the senior project presentations. They are scheduled for January 31st and February 1st. The schedule is, you can kind of see behind us, is outside the library. It has people's, your panel name and your name. You have about half an hour time slots. There will be, I think, about 11 or 12 interview questions, some time from questions from the panel. Then you'll step out into the hall. Your panel will deliberate a little bit and have you back in. You'll know pretty much where you stand at the end of your presentation's time slot.
And what exactly is the purpose of the interviews?
An interview is a life skill. We interview for all kinds of things in our lives. We interview for jobs. We interview for our higher education. You even have to interview for some volunteer community service positions. So it's just good practice to have interview skills and have an idea about how to answer the questions.
And how will students be able to find out which teachers are in their interview panels?
If you check out the schedule outside the library, it has the teachers' names listed at the top, and then you're underneath with your time slots.
And how do you think students should prepare for these interviews?
You should definitely take a look at the interview questions, which are available online under Senior Project, or you can pick them up in guidance. I would definitely look over the questions, maybe even practice with a friend, have them ask you the questions, practice answering them, or if you have an adult in your life that you feel comfortable with, practice. Be familiar with the questions, have your answers in mind. You might even write the answers out to these ahead of time just for practice. You're not going to take those in with you, but just practice, get them in your head, get used to making eye contact, speaking clearly, and being prepared also in your physical presentation. You should, guys should have a shirt and tie, nice pants on. Ladies, be dressed up for this. This is like a job. This is like a real job interview. So you should be dressing the part.
And is there anything else that students need to have completed?
You're going to have a portfolio that is due, and actually the office has folders for those portfolios, which will be distributed in homeroom probably sometime this week or early next week.
And if there's any questions that seniors have, who should they go to for answers?
Your guidance counselors are your best spot for questions about Senior Project. They're in charge of Senior Project now. If you have schedule questions, you can pop your head in the library because it's right outside of here, and I'm familiar with the schedule. But any other questions should go to guidance.
Thank you. So seniors, make sure you stay on top of your senior project work. Back to you guys.